Hello, it's Jo here again from Chilem Health Retreat, and today we've got the most amazing breakfast for you. Not only is it tasty, very tasty in fact, and healthy and very easy to make, but it looks sensational on the plate. And when you see it, I'm sure you will agree. We're going to be making buckwheat waffles with carob sauce. So to start with, we want 2 cups of buckwheat. Now, what I've done here is I've actually soaked this buckwheat overnight. Some people have problems with whole grains, with legumes, and if you're one of those people, soaking is a fantastic idea because what it does is it gets rid of a substance called lectins, which are in the legumes, in the whole grains. And these lectins can cause stomach issues, gut health issues such as bloating, gas and diarrhea. But when you soak these foods for 12 hours, you can do it overnight. I've just done this, soak them overnight in water and then drain them off. Then this really helps to reduce that lectin content, and it makes it a lot easier for the gut to digest whole grains and legumes, as well as nuts and seeds as well. You can soak those too. And I've just got this fantastic soaking jar, which I've soaked the buckwheat in overnight, and it's got a little mesh cover that you can just strain out the water in the morning. So I'm going to just put that now in the Thermomix. So all of the ingredients, either in the Thermomix, if you don't have one in a blender, or a food processor would work fine as well. And we just want to get that buckwheat into the Thermomix. Now this is an excellent recipe as well because it's gluten-free. So for those of you who are gluten intolerant, celiac, then this recipe would just work wonders for you. All right, so into the Thermomix goes the buckwheat. Next we want to add a cup of sunflower seeds. So sunflower seeds are going to give us that oil. This has got no refined oil in it. We're only using whole plant foods, which is what our body by God has been designed to work on. So I would definitely encourage you to include more whole plant foods in your diet, and you will definitely notice a difference in your health. Now, to bind this together, to make it stick together in the waffle maker, we're going to be using arrowroot flour. So this is a cup of arrowroot flour, gluten-free, again, so fantastic for those that suffer with gluten intolerance. So a cup of arrowroot flour. You could also use corn flour. You can actually get gluten-free corn flour to bind these waffles as well. And lastly, we just want 2.5 cups of water. So how easy is this recipe? Just 4 ingredients. And that's going to be our batter, which we'll now blend up in the Thermomix and pop into the waffle maker. Okay, so we've just blended up our waffle batter using buckwheat. So let us have a look at how that's gone. Fantastic, it's just the right consistency. And we're going to pour that into our waffle maker. Now, you don't have to have one of these waffle makers. You could use a Belgian waffle maker, which are the deeper waffles. You could even use this as a pancake recipe and just pour it into a pan and have it as a pancake. So I'm just going to make sure that's cooked all evenly, close it down. Now, while that's cooking, I'll show you how to make the delicious carob sauce. Okay, well, that waffle is done now, and let's have a look at it. Wow, that looks amazing, and it smells awesome. I'm just going to pop that on the plate while I show you how to make the carob sauce that goes with this waffle. So first we want some shredded coconut. Now, I buy my shredded coconut from Honest to Goodness, which is an online whole food shop in Australia. Just Google that. This shredded coconut is fantastic. It really is the best you're going to find anywhere. It's organic. The flavour is intense. So yeah, I would really recommend that you jump online, have a look at Honest to Goodness for their shredded coconut. So we want 1 cup of shredded coconut. We're going to use avocado in this recipe to give it that really creamy texture and flavour, of course. Who doesn't love avocados? So we want 1 avocado that we're just going to pop in here. Again, such an easy recipe. Eating plant-based is very simple. Doesn't need to take a lot of time, doesn't need to be difficult. And yeah, you will definitely find it a real joy when you start eating this way. Okay, to give us our sweetness, we're going to be using some honey, some raw honey. So a couple of generous tablespoons of raw honey. Okay, so into the Thermomix that goes. You could use maple syrup. You could use stevia powder as well. That's another plant sweetener, natural sweetener. Just avoid the processed sugars. They're not good for us. So into the Thermomix the honey goes. Now, to give us our chocolatey flavouring and texture, we're going to be using carob powder. So we've got 2 tablespoons of carob powder. We use carob instead of cocoa or cacao because it doesn't have any caffeine in it. It's full of B vitamins, plenty of fibre, and yeah, it's just a fantastic replacement, healthy replacement for that chocolatey flavour. So 2 tablespoons into the Thermomix, and finally we just want to add 1 cup of water to blend that all up with. Again, how easy is that? You can use a blender or a food processor. You don't need a Thermomix for this recipe. Let's just blend all that up and see how it turns out. Okay, so we've just blended up our cashew spread for this delicious waffle that we're going to pop on top. And very, very easy to make this cashew spread, just 5 ingredients. And all you do is blend it up. Now this will thicken up as you refrigerate it, but even so, just now it's still a very good consistency that you can spread on your waffle or any other food that you might like, any other bread mixture or wraps. If you want to have a sweet wrap, you could do that. And this is our finished product. Doesn't that look amazing? Now, the thing I love about this waffle, or there are many things that I love about this waffle, but one of the things is it's a fantastic waffle to freeze. So what I do is I just make up a whole batch. This recipe makes about 10, and I pop that in a freezer bag, store it in the freezer, and then when I'm ready to use it for breakfast or even as a bread replacement, I just get it out of the freezer, pop it in the toaster. It toasts up really well, nice and crispy, and then you don't have to be, always making waffles. You've got them to hand when you need them. And I can tell you the children will love them. The grandchildren will love them. They can be used as a savoury, with savoury toppings. I love it with mashed up avocado and sliced tomato and some Celtic salt. Very delicious. So yeah, wherever you would use bread, you can use this waffle. So there's our cashew spread. Doesn't that look amazing? Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a third of a cup of breakfast topper. Now you can find this recipe on our on our YouTube channel, breakfast topper, and this is full of nuts and seeds, and it's an excellent way to start your day. Next, I'm going to have my fresh fruit, which I love. We've got blueberries here and some chopped up strawberries. Whoops, got a few runaways there. And of course, what breakfast would not be complete without banana? So just going to slice up some banana on this. And as you can see, it is looking sensational. And someone asked me recently, they said, do you eat breakfast like this all the time? And I said, yes. Because why not? I mean, most people would go, oh, this is a treat. I would go out to a fancy cafe to have a meal like this. But when it's so simple and when you can already have it pre-prepared, you can have your waffles in the freezer, you can have the carob sauce already prepared in the fridge. All you have to do is assemble it and it looks fantastic, and I can tell you it tastes even better. So I would encourage you to try the buckwheat waffles with carob sauce.